What's up, everybody, and welcome to the 5th episode of Sports Talk with me, your girl, Whitney B. I am so happy and excited to be here with you guys. We got a great show this week, so without further ado, let's kick this show off. Welcome to the 5th episode of Sports Talk with your girl, Whitney B. Y'all, I am so excited and I'm doing so much work to learn and grow to make this show better for all of us. If you guys notice in the intro, I have a new logo. I am debuting my logo today for you guys. I am so happy. Thank you to Lavinia Price for doing my logo. You guys, she is a great branding coach. Excuse me. So if you guys want new logos and things like that, make sure you hit her up. And also remember 360V Graphics. They got you. So again, we got a great show coming up for you guys. I'm not going to keep you long. I'm going to talk about a few things and then we can have fun and enjoy the rest of our nights. First, we are 1 week away from the NFL draft, y'all. 1 week away from the NFL draft, y'all. Like, this is like, next to the Super Bowl, this is like Super Bowl part 2 for NFL heads because, you know, we get to now move over from NCAA and y'all see how these players were in college and now we get to see how they, you know, handle themselves in the NFL and even who would be drafted and what team will draft what kind of player depending on what everybody need. And it's like, it's a big need for a lot of people in the NFL just this draft season. It's really going top 3 is quarterbacks anyway. So that's kind of odd. You might have top 4 at quarterbacks. You know, the Patriots want to move up because they want a quarterback, y'all. If the Lions move down to 15, depending on who they can get at 15, if they do that trade with the Patriots, Mel Kiper, I believe, is saying they may get Micah Parsons at 15, but I need the Lions to kind of sit tight at 7 because we need a high draft pick too. We're not just trying to get, okay, he good, you know, at the bottom. And even though, you know, you might can get good drafts at that point, we just want to stick to number 7. So again, y'all, we are 1 week away from the NFL draft and I'm excited. Get excited with me. So real quick, the NFL is doing a whole lot, y'all. And the NFL is going digital. Last month, the league signed a new deal. As a part of a new 11-year deal valued at more than $100 billion, Thursday Night Football will now be exclusively on Amazon Prime. Wow. The new deal still includes the past affiliates, and the NFL feels that this new deal actually will help them expand, reach more fans, and actually have more like fans who probably would never watch football and also reach new markets and hopefully get new sponsors and advertisers for the players as well. As a part of the deal, CBS and Fox will continue to run their normal conference games. ESPN and ABC will still broadcast Monday Night Football, but again, Thursday Night Football will move exclusively to the Prime. And I mean, I'm happy that I have Prime, so I'm not worried about that. Also with the digital move though, the NFL announced that the NFL Network will be moving to Hulu as well as Red Zone. So, you know, that's cool. You know, when I saw that announcement this week, I said, okay, because we need something new. Now, not to take away from, regular TV people who don't have cable. Actually, people are moving from cable, so it's really only regular TV and then digital. A lot of people are going digital, so I see the NFL is really making that move. So that's good for them. And when they announced this week that Hulu was going to be doing some stuff with the NFL as far as the NFL Network and the Red Zone, I'm all for it. You know, let's see how this works for them. Let's see how it also works for the platform because, yes, women are on these platforms, especially Prime, because, you know, that Amazon shipping, who don't have Prime? But men, you know, don't have Prime, not all of them. So this may open up the door for Amazon to even get more customers by signing up for Prime, and now you could watch Thursday Night Football exclusively on Amazon Prime. I'm here for it. But I want to see some more games on Nick. Who's with me? Y'all remember last season when the Saints played that playoff game and they was in the end zone putting slime on the players? I thought that was so interesting, especially when Nate Burleson was up there explaining things with the kids. I really, really, really enjoyed that game. I don't know if it was just the kid in me or it was something different as far as football, still the game, but more, maybe it was just both. Maybe it was a kid in me and it was like a good entertaining game still. So I want to see the NFL put more games on Nickelodeon as well. Even if they're playoff games or whatever, let's get like one or two or something, especially because y'all added that other week. They also changed rules this week, y'all, too. So if you didn't know, like, there'll be no more overtime in the preseason games. It's a lot. They changing a lot out here and really trying to make the game, good. So I'm here for the NFL. Let's give it up for the NFL. Now, y'all, in other kind of NFL, not so much football news, but ex-NFL player, Hall of Famer Brett Favre. You guys know he has a podcast with, I believe, Eric Boiling. I might not be saying his name right. I'm sorry, but they run a podcast where they talk about a little bit of everything: sports, politics, and a lot. Well, last week on Brett Favre's show, he mentioned that he spoke to some people who was kind of like, oh, I'm not a sports fan anymore because of the politics that has come into sports, with the taking a knee stuff and the speaking out and everything that's going on. People are turning from it because they feel like it's not entertainment anymore. Well, Brett is kind of agreeing with that and saying that they should take it out of the game and, everything, like that. So last week he received a little bit of backlash for his comments, and it didn't stop Brett, because this week on his podcast, he went on to talk about, actually, let me read it for quote, y'all, because it was kind of deep. He was on his podcast saying that he didn't believe that Derek Chauvin intentionally meant to kill George Floyd. I find it hard to believe, and I'm not defending Derek Chauvin in any way. I find it hard to believe, first of all, that he intentionally meant to kill George Floyd. That being said, his actions were uncalled for. I don't care what color the person is on the street. You do not. I don't know what led to that video that we saw where his knee was on his neck, but that man had thrown in the towel. I'm okay. I said, okay, Brett, because you willing us back in. He right. George Floyd did throw in the towel, and maybe he didn't intentionally mean to, kill him. But the fact that he used that force, no. And it's good that he would go on his podcast on his platform and, say that, because people, it's just been an uproar. We're happy and, everybody and everything. But you have some people that still like, he didn't deserve that. And, Derek Chauvin didn't deserve it, not George Floyd and all of that. And I'm happy that Brett Favre got on his platform and reared that back in, because, everybody has an opinion. So if we feel like he meant to kill him or not, and I hope he didn't intend to kill him, but it's not a race thing. People be out here just doing stuff and they crazy. Like crazy, just treat people any kind of way. And it's just sad that things keep happening to Black people. But stuff is really uncalled for. Like he said on his podcast, that's uncalled for, period. And Derek Chauvin gonna have a lot of time now to think about that. He's spending his days in jail, and hopefully he isolated, because, people in jail, they ain't got nothing else to do but taunt you, Anyway, I'm gonna move on, because I have a big Deshaun Watson update for you guys. The smoke hit the fan this week. I crack myself up sometimes. But yes, the smoke hit the fan. So last week I told y'all that the young ladies were going to come out. Tony Busby was going to release some names. It was one lady that fell off. It happened to be another young lady who filed another suit. So it's still 22 women. All 22 women have been named, but once the 22 women were named, Derek Watson's lawyer, he, came out with his statement. He went to court. They filed statement back or whatever. Even though it was 22, it was only 16 women in Rusty Hardin's file, but it's a lot. It's a whole lot with that. Rusty Hardin filed a response. That's what I meant to say, a response to the 22 lawsuits against his client. According to Hardin, most of the women were lying, and he has proof. Now, although there are, these claims, Hardin is saying that he's never denying that Watson went on the internet to seek out, the masseuse. But he's saying that it's a money grab, and this is why, because he has recordings of one of the women, I believe it's pronounced Shanae Lawson. She asked him for $30,000 for her indefinite silence. So she wouldn't have said nothing if she would have got paid, in the first place anyway. And according to Hardin, he have that on tape. So he's ready to be able to play that for the judge. Hardin also claims that Marshall Davis, another one of the accusers, told her family that if she had been paid by Watson, she would have supported him instead of suing him. What? Like, I can't almost believe that this is even something that he could say. Like, the fact that he's putting this in paperwork in court is really crazy, that this is the kind of evidence he has his hands on. Hardin is also saying that 8 of the women bragged about their time with Watson, and 7 of them even went back to work for him again after the day they said they were assaulted. Now, what? Like, this is where it's getting deep, because did they really go back? Like, do you really have this proof? Now I want to see, like, can we, since you have this paperwork in court, can you put it out now so we the people can see? Because now, like I said, we've never gotten evidence. It's always he says, she says. So it's just a sticky situation. Because of all of that, Tony Busby is fired up. He mad. He went on to say, and quote, Watson can't deny he sought out an unusually large amount of women for massages on Instagram. He doesn't deny he insisted on being nude or nearly nude. He can't deny he wanted more than a massage, and he has incredibly denied that something bad happened during these sessions. Instead, he claims any sexual acts were consensual. Now, how many of us have ever got a massage, for one? I've never been fully dressed for a massage. At the end of the day, I have been nude or nearly nude. I thought that was standard. I just did. So I didn't even understand that part of the claim. But I don't know. Now it's just like Tony Busby already was like, just his whole association with the owner of the team and all of that. I already was like, they could have got anybody else to represent them, but it had to be Tony. After these allegations from Deshaun Watson's lawyer, this really is a sticky situation, y'all, because you went back. Like, and how do they, like, that's why I want to know who family out here, though, not being family, because how, if she did say that, and I'm not trying to say that they're not right for having that evidence, because that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just not going to be out here ruining nobody's career, but you hated on your family, and now you might got to show up in some court documentations too. I don't know. Like me, I kind of mind my business. But at the end of the day, like, this is some kind of like ruining career stuff. So I guess it depends on the family member too for me. So I don't even want to say that. I think it's just crazy that somebody's family said you or to me, why would you even be going out here saying stuff to people that you know could get back, family or not? Like, if you know you wrongfully suing this man, why are you going around telling people that if he paid you, you would have been on his side? See, and that's crazy, y'all, because I said this is the 5th episode, and I've been updating y'all and keeping y'all in the loop about what's going on, and clearly it's getting deep. It gets deeper every week. And I'm almost to the point where I was like, I'm tired of talking about Deshaun Watson. But this is big news. Like, really? You went back? Like, you wanted money? Y'all remember I gave y'all the update that the very first person, when she got with Busby, they went to Watson and them and was like, hey, for a couple of dollars, you know, this will never go to court. And they was like, no, prove it. We in court. So if Deshaun would have just paid money then, it wouldn't have been 22 women. And that's what it's looking like. But if this is actual evidence that he has against these women and the judge can see, this ain't good, y'all. Like, and this is where real victims are afraid to come out because y'all gonna just lie like that? Like, and there's people out here who really go through that, but then nobody's gonna believe them because it's too many other people been crying wolf. That's sad. That's real sad. And I hope for the sake, like, the truth really come out, because this is looking worse than worse and worse and worse. Like, you went back after being assaulted. We gonna take a quick break, y'all, and I'm gonna come back with a story about Kobe Bryant and Nike. Sit tight, hang in there, and we'll be right back. Are you looking for a new podcast to watch or listen to? The Rocky Road Productions Porch Talk podcast is live every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the Rocky Road Productions Facebook page. If you missed the live version, playback is available on RockyRoadMedia.com. Porch Talk features 2 different shows that run every other week. Shade and Shenanigans are featured every first and third Saturdays, and Love and Success episodes are featured every second and fourth Saturday. For more information and fresh content, visit RockyRoadMedia.com. That's RockyRoadMedia.com. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, head over to Rocky Road Media. Oh, on that platform, guys, you can check me out at Sports Talk. Also on my website, you can see it at the bottom of the screen. But on Rocky Road Media, she has her episodes is Vitamin D. Vitamin D is also on at 5 p.m. after Porch Talk every Saturday. So you guys can stay right on the Rocky Road Productions Facebook page and check out Vitamin D right after Porch Talk every Saturday. Vitamin D is funny, y'all. It's good. They gonna keep you on your toes. So if you haven't checked it out, head over to RockyRoadMedia.com and look at the playbacks. It's gonna be good, y'all. So enjoy the show. Again, Shade and Shenanigans every first and third. Love and Success every second and fourth. You guys have fun. We also do Rants and Robes on Wednesday. So if you haven't seen it, it'll be. I think it usually comes on YouTube. So you guys head over to our YouTube page. You can get to all of that information right through RockyRoadMedia.com. Now, I told you guys I had some Kobe Bryant news for you. Yes. Rest in peace, Kobe. Kobe will always be a legend. Y'all know Michael Jordan is inducting him into the NBA Hall of Fame. That's probably a dream come true, in which, you know, you would think it would be reversed because of the age and, you know, everything like that. And it's unfortunate that, you know, Kobe is gone. But to have a legend like Michael Jordan even be able to do something like that, I'm sure it's an honor for him. You guys remember he was crying at Kobe's not wedding, but his funeral, and I think that's gonna be hot. But anyway, I'm sorry. Nike, their deal ended. The big endorsement deal that they had about almost 20 years long. The endorsement deal is over now. The deal between Kobe and Nike, yes, was about 2 decades ago. Earlier this week, Nike released a statement after the news broke, stating that Bryant was an important part of his deep connection to consumers, and that although the contractual relationship has ended, he will remain a deeply loved member of their family. Now, we all know that after Kobe's death in uh, January of 2020, everything sold. Everything. Anything, jersey, shoes, t-shirts, anything, everything, all of it flew off the shelves. People started reselling stuff for more money, and Kobe Bryant's wife, Vanessa Bryant, and always expressed that she wanted his fans to have more access to, his merchandise. So I guess now this will be her way, I guess, of trying to figure out how to get his stuff accessible to more of his fans. Also, before Kobe had passed away, I believe he expressed interest in starting his own brand anyway. So maybe now the estate could start that brand. But Vanessa did release a statement as well. Let me throw it back up so you guys can see it. Kobe's Nike contract expired on 4/13/21. Kobe and Nike have made some of the most beautiful basketball shoes of all time, worn and adored by fans and athletes in all sports across the globe. It seems fitting that more NBA players wear my husband's product than any other signature shoe. My hope will always be to allow Kobe's fans to get and wear his products. I will continue to fight for that. Kobe's products sell out in seconds. That says everything. I was hoping to forge a lifelong partnership with Nike that reflects my husband's legacy. We will always do everything we can to honor Kobe and Gigi's legacy. That will never change. So I guess she, tried, hey, release more product. Maybe Nike said, no, we're going to keep releasing 12 t-shirts. And after the endorsement deal, she pulled the plug. But it's good that she's acknowledging the fans, because honestly, that's where, it comes from. Kobe was always driven by his fans. His fans is going to do it. And I'm sure more of his fans will buy his merchandise than the league. And it'll be nice if the league all, they all wore one shoe. But, honestly, everybody got a different foot. I don't think, what's comfortable for me, I love Crocs. But gym shoes that's comfortable for me may not be comfortable for everybody. So I don't know if they make new soles for that. I don't know. But I think that that's maybe why they don't have a universal shoe. So, yeah. But I would like to see, Kobe stuff do sell out in seconds. It's weird too. I mean, no, it's not weird, but to me, it's like, if I was Nike, why wouldn't you make more product? Because you make more money. I don't know. That's weird, y'all. But that's all I have for y'all today. I wasn't going to, throw in a lot, keep y'all long. I do want to thank you. This is the 5th episode of Sports Talk with your girl, Whitney B. I am so happy to be really doing this with y'all. And like I said, I'm learning more. I'm going to grow more. I got the new logo. My website has been revamped. You guys head over to mywhitneyb.com and let me know. And if you haven't subscribed to my website yet, make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to email out a lot of special things. I'm going to start some giveaways and things like that. So you guys definitely subscribe to my website, mywhitneyb.com, and check your email, because there may be some special offers in there for you as soon as you do that. I'm not sure. But I want to thank you guys again for tuning in. I appreciate everything. I appreciate the comments and the feedbacks that you guys have been giving me, and enjoy your night.